This is This Week in Raid. Guys, finally he sleeps back again with another episode of This Week in Raid. We are here looking at the new event, A Hero's Path for Path of the Fate Weaver, which is where you're going to be able to claim your souls for HellManJa as part of the almost at an end, the Asgard Divide. If you were lucky enough to pull her or claim her through the event that I think was the Deck of Fate, then this is the event for you. I like this. What we've seen with the shift in Raid lately is when we get the monthly fusion, when it's done, they are coming in with a event at the end of it, like this, a path event or one of the larger events that allows you to achieve the blessings for said fusion. And we didn't get that with the last fusion because they were kind of coming to an end with Asgard Divide. We didn't have Summon Rush in the fusion for the October fusion, Brugard or whoever he was. And then we didn't have this kind of a thing at the end because they were giving out blessings for Brugard as part of it. So we didn't have this because now we're getting it for HellManJa. So if you went in, then you're going to want to take advantage of Path of the Fate Weaver. See, like we didn't have Summon Rush in the last fusion, but we've had so many reasons to summon champions. And this is definitely another reason for it. You're getting so much more credit. You can't see it here. What is it? 4,500 for Sacred Shards. And I think they're running, it's a double 2 times for Sacreds, double the chance of legendary champions. Targeted champion boost. Who is it? Meltwater. Okay. So this is kind of the reason to go in on it. But there also, you get points for, champion training as well. So that's a decent reason to do some champion training as part of this, especially if you have the chance to do it. Let's go ahead and open. We'll just do it here. We'll open 3 Sacreds. So is that 13.5 thousand points? We'll do 3 unless we pull a Lego before. Epic. Okay, 4,500. Here comes 9,000. Another epic. Darendil. One more. 3 epics. Well, that sucked. Necro Hunter. But that's at least 13,500 points plus what we already have. Is that right? 9,045? Yeah. 13,500. Which is going to allow us to kind of work our way down. Plus, they're giving you a chance to grab these avatar frames as part of this. So if you're unfamiliar with the avatar frames, they are here under this. It is the new path right here. You have, everybody gets the base. Classic Arena from Platinum. Tag Team Bazaar. Clash Ornate. What is that? Hydra Clash Ornate. Gilded Chests. Awarded from Cursed City Quests on hard difficulty, and Live Arena Gold 3 milestone rewards. So any of these frames, this is the one. Is this a new frame as part of this? Is this a different frame? Must be a new frame. Completely separate. Might do it just to get the frame, just to go for the frame. Okay, so that's what we have, Path of the Fate Weaver. And right now we also have the free gear removal weekend that's going on. They've just had Raid Digest that came out. The only thing in Raid Digest that's kind of exciting at all is the clan versus clan that starts on Tuesday will have personal rewards. So if you're sitting on any of these fragments, Like if you haven't claimed your Brew Master Jeroboam yet, or your Freyja, there he is, Brewguard or Freyja, if you have them sitting, the time to open them would possibly be during Clan versus Clan because of personal rewards, or you might want to save them. I may save them until November because it's going to be here. The next fusion is going to be here before we know it. Yeah, I mean, we've got like 2 weeks and they're going to start. The new fusion is going to be here. Less than 2 weeks. Damn. Less than 2 weeks. The fusion will be here for next month, November. And it's got to be better than what we've had the last couple. Even though if you had Packmaster, we've seen some videos come out. People are using him in Hydra. He's doing well. I haven't seen anything where anybody's used Brewguard yet. I haven't even claimed mine to build him to see. But that kind of lends us into the next thing that I want to talk about is there have been changes to Hydra. People are upset, obviously, about these massive Hydra changes. The change was supposed to make... Oh, actually, we have... Oh, nice. Was supposed to make Hydra Clash a little bit more competitive for everybody because it was very specific towards individual champions, and I agreed with the changes per Hydra, but the problem is that it also directly affected our ability to do anything in Demon Lord at the same time. So, I mean, obviously we're still killing everybody, but I was, my Wixwell team, before the changes to the max on the shield, my Wixwell team was putting in 500 to 700 million points on Demon Lord. And with these changes now, I am struggling to eat anything. So here is, I have to make changes to the whole deal. So this is my normal Spirit Clan boss with Wixwell that was good for 500 to 700 million on Ultra Nightmare. And we're just going to quick battle it here because I haven't made the changes yet to make it necessary. And let's see what we're doing. 89. That's a 1 key for Nightmare. That's like a 400 to 500 million point drop in value on this. And if you look at it, it's because the clan boss turns went to 151, but Wixwell, I would assume right here on this that Lady Makaj died. She was killed early. So now the way to fix this is two-part for a lot of people, and this is what we're going to talk about. For me, it's been about the shift between defense for my champions and accuracy. And like for this, because your force champions against the Spirit Clan boss are weak affinity, and they're taking the stun, they're taking all of the hits, but now they only have 1 million in shield storage. There has to be enough defense on the champions to overcome and mitigate the damage from the targeted stun hit, as well as the AoE hits from the clan boss as it gets higher in. And it's really depending upon your build, it comes down to, like, the Void is usually, I think a lot of people are still 1 keying Void with the same builds. Their numbers may have come down a little bit, but it's not Void where the problem is. It is specific affinities. And for me, my biggest problem came here on Spirit. The way to fix this is not throw it out and consider everything a wash because they screwed up Wixwell and now my team doesn't work. You need to make the adjustments so that what you've done to this continues to work. So you may need to adjust defense. You may need to adjust your accuracy. For me, I needed to increase a lot of accuracy on, let's look at the champions here. I needed to increase my accuracy on Wixwell right out of the gate because my Wixwell now has 464 accuracy, but before he only had a couple hundred accuracy because I had all of his stats pushed towards this team in crit damage, crit rate and crit damage. That's where I was getting my higher numbers. So I shifted to accuracy so that on all the affinities where it comes into play, his A2 lays that decrease attack. As long as decrease attack is on the clan boss and I have a decent amount of defense on all of my champions, then I'm okay. I'm still getting my higher numbers. But on Spirit, because he is a weaker, his decrease attack is not landing. I'm not landing the decrease attack in that team. And Lady Makaj, even though I have pushed her, wait, look at this, 7,000 defense, she is still losing it at around 70 turns. 7,000 defense and a full 1 million shield from Wixwell is not enough to keep her through past about 75 turns against the Ultra Nightmare clan boss on Spirit. And the only way around it is I have to have that decrease attack on the clan boss at all times, or I start to fall apart. So one of the ways to kind of adjust your teams so that the Wixwell builds still work is to shift a couple of these champions that are not affinity built. So for me, the Spirit one, moving it out of Lady Makaj and shifting it to a champion that does the exact same thing with the duration of debuffs and buffs right here on her A2, decreases duration of all enemy buffs and on all ally debuffs by 1 turn, and increases enemy debuffs and allies by 1 turn. That is what we're looking for, but I'm also looking for the increase of ally buffs, which helps, and we're getting that. Instead of Lady Makaj, I've swapped her out for, who is it? Corvus the Corruptor. God, how did I forget that? For Corvus the Corruptor, because of it's the same abilities, and I can build him with more defense because he's defense based, and that has allowed me to convert the existing Wixwell team over for 1 key Ultra Nightmare. And I'm still not getting these 500 to 700 million points anymore. It's still enough for our clan to kind of kill off the clan boss every day and still be able to 1 key everything for everybody that is still affinity friendly. So the point of this is, yes, it did change a lot. Taking the shield changes and everything that it did, even if you didn't have one of those big billion point teams for Hydra, the changes that they did unfortunately did affect Wixwell throughout the game. And that sucks because Wixwell is a champion that we built specifically as the community. I don't agree with the changes that Raid implemented into the game, but being able to deal with it, there are things you can do. There are adjustments that can be made. It's just frustrating. I get it. It's frustrating. Are they going to make the changes? Are they going to fix things and go back to the way it was? They are not. No changes will be coming as far as how this is all set up. I don't see anybody doing anything with it. This is going to be more about moving forward and making changes to your team and your builds so that you can get the most out of the game from here on out. That's it. Don't forget clan versus clan points, personal reward points this week. I am Finally He Sleeps. This has been This Week in Raid. As long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep making videos.